Hi, I'm Michael Smith for Nevada Trails. Tonight I have a very special show. I have Lucia Rail and Andy Sando of the Carson Valley Community Theater and the Douglas High School Theater Department presenting Spelling Bee, coming up soon at the local CVIC Hall. I have it March 20th through it's March 29th. Welcome to Nevada Trails.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for supporting us. You guys are always so great about giving us some time.
Well, I think you guys are great for the community, and you help everybody be happier. You know, there's things to do. You know, I've talked to people from the very past, and when you all came, it's like, we got things to do. It's heaven. So keep it up, and I always hear great work about your students too. You work quite well with them. They're happy to be with you.
Great. Yep.
Well, that's a nice reputation to have.
Yes.
And she has bled the theater since I've known her. I don't know, 2005, 2006, something like that. This heart, pure heart. And what I do is I'm attracted to passion. And passion is not a negative word, it's for what people love. And she loves the theater, and it spreads, and it's kept it alive for all these years. So you guys together sounds like an army of 1,000.
So can I tell you a little story?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So Douglas County graciously gave Carson Valley Community Theater a community grant.
Awesome.
And we had to decide what to do with it. When we write the grant, we say it's for kids, and we've done lots of things with kids. But we had some money that we really wanted to use and really make in a bigger way for the community. And so I talked to the board, and I said, I got an idea. The Douglas High School students in Amy's theater department, they never get to do a musical. They just don't have the resources. They don't have the money. It costs a lot of money to produce a musical. So I called Amy one day and I said, hey, would you be interested in collaborating with Carson Valley Community Theater? The only hitch is you have to direct it. So, because that's the hardest thing for us is to get directors, Anyway, so Amy agreed, and we held auditions, and she got quite a few of her students to come down and audition for the show, and they're in the show, and they're doing a fantastic job.
Well, how do you get all the clothing and the direction, the set direction, all that kind of stuff? Is that part of, you guys share your stuff or your stuff, or how does it mix?
Oh, everything is CVCT's.
Right.
Okay.
So it's our props, our costumes. We're collaborating. We have a set designer and a choreographer,
and also a Douglas High School student.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Francesca is our choreographer, and she ended up being in the show.
Yeah, she has a small part.
Yeah.
That she stepped into.
And
Francesca Melander.
Now, what kind of show is Spelling Bee? What kind of talents to come out? Did you say singing?
Yeah. So when Lucille came and approached me, I said I will do something. I will direct on 2 conditions. One is it needs to be a musical, and besides not having the resources and the cost, we also don't have an auditorium, so we have no space for backstage and a big musical, and that I only wanted to direct. So being a high school, head of the high school theater department, I wear all the hats, and it can be very exhausting, and so I just wanted to direct and didn't want the pressure of anything else. And I knew that I've been wanting to direct this musical actually for a very long time. I've seen it 3 times. It actually opened back in 2008, and I think I saw it within a few years of that. And so I knew that's the one that I wanted to direct. So,
awesome.
It is the comedy. It's very funny. It also has sentimental moments as well.
So it's a musical comedy. Did you say also about choreography, about dancing too?
Yeah, because it's a musical, there's choreography.
Awesome.
So it was a perfect choice for Amy to choose this show, especially that we wanted to collaborate with adults and students. So we have adults and we have students in the show. It's a great collaboration. And I think it's good for the kids as well, because they're working with adults who are more professional, so they actually should be learning from them, and I assume they are. I've been to a few rehearsals, and they're just doing a great job.
Well, some of the musicals I've shot in the past had young people in the studios anyways. So it's good so they can keep on, when they graduate from high school, they can keep on being in the plays.
Yes.
So it's a lifelong pursuit, because like I said, if you have your passion, you're not just going to stop when you leave high school. That's hopefully what you learned and loved, and you're the one that plants those seeds, I bet.
I'm one of the few in Douglas County that works with youth theater.
And then you get them to see her, and then you got a good combo. keep them going.
Yeah, and I've directed before. Well, I was in a show for CVCT, and then I've directed a few other things. And I also, her son was in my program, so we know each other.
Yeah.
Oh, her son's great.
Yeah.
I was telling her earlier that I grew up like her son because my mom was in a theater troupe, and I always came along and did anything that from sweeping to tickets or anything, lighting. I was that kid.
Right.
So this was just part of my blood. So you're the one that plants all the seeds, and then you have her to play with. And so how you guys work as this team? Is this your first collaboration?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When my son was at the high school, I volunteered and helped Amy with whatever she needed.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, you guys are lucking out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I wanted to start a theater troupe, that'd be the first one. It sounds like you'd be the first one too, because you both have the ammunition. You got the young people building up to something they can continue, and she just knows how to carry off so many things. She's had, like I said, she's a history of stuff. So I'm so happy. So you've been practicing how many times a week for all this?
Well, 3 times a week since January.
Wow.
And then this week, in now March, as we open in a few weeks, now we have 4 rehearsals a week.
Well, your PR person says it's pretty darn good.
Great.
Yeah.
So the dates are what, March 20th,
Yeah.
21st, 27th, 28th, and then matinees are 28th or 22nd to 29th.
Right.
And then the ticket office opens on what, March 10th?
March 10th, the box office opens right
That's,
here at 1572 Highway 395.
And that's 775-782-6622. And what's that, Showtix?
Yeah.
Showtix4you.
Showtix4you.com or our website, carsonvalleycommunitytheater.org.
I like that. She's like a commercial.
Yeah.
So we only have a little bit left. What do you have to tell the audience about this play? Just your students or just anything you have to...
Well, the plot revolves around 6 spellers, and so that's a combination of adults and kids. So they're vying for a spot to go to the National Spelling Bee. All the characters have unique things about them, and we learn their stories throughout the play. So besides just being really funny at times, really funny, you also get to know their stories and some of their struggles, and so you've got that as well.
Well, sounds good.
Yeah, and we have one more thing, is a little bit of audience participation in the show. So
Yes.
if you want to get on stage, come to our show.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, well, we'll be right back and meet a couple students to talk about the spelling bee. Be right back. Thank you very much.
Park speaks 5 languages. No, I don't. I speak 6 languages. I am so sick and tired of always being the best and the brightest that ever has.
Hi, we're back with the cast of Spelling Bee. Murray?
Yes.
And Alina.
Yep.
Could you tell me in the Spelling Bee, what do you play? What is your character?
I play Marcy Park, a complete overachiever. She is good at absolutely everything. She speaks 6 languages. She can say hello in 7 languages.
Wow.
So she is just the typical child prodigy.
Wow, and your character?
I play Olive Ostrovsky, which is a shy girl who is kind of alone a lot. Her best friend is a dictionary, so she's pretty shy, but she just wants friends.
So it sounds like it's competitive, but with you two alone already.
Yeah.
Because if she's a dictionary and you speak that, so you have to be competitive as your character.
Oh yeah, Marcy Park, she's completely the competitive type.
Well, what did you do to get into character? Did you study other spelling bees? Because I love the spelling bees. Did you watch them on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the stress.
Yeah, I really like the girls that were very rigid, and that's what I took from my character, because I like the girls and the guys in general, like that were just extremely rigid and like, just head in the game and just went in there, did it, and then got out.
So how do you do that on stage? Just
Yeah.
don't move.
Yeah.
So your character on stage, you can do that without moving too much and being rigid?
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's wild. How about your character? Can you be more or less rigid?
My character is pretty not rigid since she's basically just very shy. And it's pretty easy for me to get into that character because of the fact that I'm naturally very shy anyway. So I basically just try to mix a bit of myself into the character and how she moves, and I'm just kind of like, there we go.
Excellent. Actually, a lot of actors I know are shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of shy too. But I get into something like this and I'm able to talk. So it's kind of funny. Well, also as far as your pre-studies of, have you been in the plays before, or is this your first play?
No, I graduated Douglas High School this past June.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I was in the theater department there for my whole 4 years in there.
Oh, wow.
And so I did everything from like on-stage acting to also doing costuming, like props. And I also got into the thespian that they have there. And they have a troupe of actors that go to competitions in Reno and Vegas and Nebraska. And we just compete in different acting events or taking events.
And you're doing that?
Yeah, so I got into that through high school, but now that that's over, I've just been more into the local stuff.
Wow. My family was from an acting troupe, as it were, so every time my mom did a play, I got to help. Yeah. And so you're kind of in the same area, only it's by yourself, though. It
was by ourselves, unless we had a group, performance. So if you could perform so I really enjoy doing monologues, contrasting monologues, and competing in solo musicals. So that's what I really enjoy to do. But I also really love doing duo scenes or duo musicals where I could just perform with another person.
Well, wow. Are you doing Chicago too, that kind of thing as well? No? Well, you got the skills to do it. Anything you want to, it sounds like. Is this going to lead to a scholarship, or are you already getting scholarships?
Well, you could have, I went all the way to, I went to Nebraska 1 year to audition for colleges, and so you just went in front of a panel and you did, I believe it was 1 minute of an audition, and all you did was go up there and stand up and do your thing, and then see if colleges wanted you back. And
1 minute. Talk about no stress.
Yeah. It was really stressful, especially when people would be performing the same pieces as you would. And then you're like, oh my goodness, they did it a little bit better than I did. Like, oh my God.
Well, did you have anything to critique about Lucille Rail's direction of you? Oh, you're not, she was the producer. Yeah. How about the director? Did you
Amy?
Yeah.
Sando? She was the troupe and the director for the Douglas department. So I've been with her for 5 years now.
Oh, then you worked. It was easy to mesh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, how about yourself? Are you still in school?
I am. I'm actually doing exactly the same thing she's doing, except I didn't do it all 4 years. I'm a junior now, so I've been doing it since I was a sophomore. So I'm currently in that. I've been getting more into it gradually. Now I'm an honors thespian, so that's really good. I just did that recently, and
honors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic.
I was really excited, and then Sando started doing this play, and she's a drama teacher, and I wasn't really gonna audition initially, and my mom was like, "No,
No,
you're doing this. You're gonna do it. That's it. You're doing it." So I was like, okay, because this is actually the CVCT. I was in CVCT before because of the fact that I did the Lullabies of Broadway. So I was already currently in that, and then I'm already in Douglas and drama and all that stuff. So I auditioned and ended up getting a main role, and I was like, wow, this is great.
Well, this is fantastic. The art department must be awesome there. A long time ago, I interviewed some musicians, and they're all in Buster Blue. I don't know if you heard about them or not, but they all came from Douglas High's band club, all different years. So you're following in her footsteps, and you probably have someone following your footsteps. So Lucille Rail is going to have a star career for forever. She's going to be able to produce some good shows, and because I'm a big fan of hers too. I've always been a big fan of what you guys do for the community, because this is great. So how much practice have you done? Are you ready to go? Well, the dates are the 20th, so it's not that far from now.
Yeah, we're nearly there. Nearly there.
Yeah. Now
Excellent.
I think it's just to you know, the final details.
Piecing,
Everybody just
getting the final pieces in there.
Yeah.
So just getting your last little edges off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you do an automatic pilot type thing? Is that what you do? Just kind of don't think, or?
Kind of.
Yeah.
We kind of think, but not in the same way as you normally would, because we're in character.
Yeah.
But
So there's not really wiggle room. No wiggle room. I was just trying to figure out, from watching the spelling bee on TV, if it's anything close to that, because that's pretty rigid. You got your clock and you got your timer, and then the re-talking of the word, and then they break down the word about 4 or 5 times, and that always makes me laugh. But but some people go right through it. Some people go the long version, and so I don't know. It has to be a great play to write, because it's been I've been loving that show for about 10 years now at least.
when we were watching it at home, we had to watch it before we went in. I was watching it and I just couldn't stop laughing. I was like, this is the best thing ever, and I'm so excited.
It's very funny.
Have either of you actually been in a real spelling bee, or just going to be an actor?
I have been in the spelling bee before. My elementary school did it, and I lost every single time. Every single time I lost.
It's hard.
It was really difficult. I remember spelling tangerine right, and I was like, great, this is awesome. And then it got to the second word, and I was like, and I'm out.
I never had the guts to go for it. I was always too scared for it. I was like, I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. But
Well, it sounds like you both found your comfort zone.
yeah,
So, well, the key is if you're having fun.
yeah,
If you're having fun, you just draw
Yeah.
things that you like, and then you just got to keep on going.
It is.
Well, you're down to the last 45 seconds. Is there anything you want to talk about the play? Or?
Come watch it.
That's what we're here for. Come watch it. So we'll be right back.
Chip, the word is tit up.
T-I-T-U. No, wait, 2 T's. You heard them both, right? Backing up. T-I-T-T-U-P. Tit up.
If you start to spell a word, you may start over.
But the sequence of the letters already spoken may not be changed.
Hi, we're back with Lucille and Oren, and you're the stage manager.
Yes, I am.
How does one become the stage manager?
So you have to talk to the director generally before going into the performance. So you'd go up to them generally when they're casting for actors, or you can even go up to them beforehand if you know that they're planning on putting on a show, and you can talk to them beforehand and ask for their opinion on it.
So, well, your job is very, very important to get people on and off at the right times and those things. So, have you done this kind of thing before?
Yes, I have. I stage managed for Moon Over Buffalo.